awesome. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Jed, how are we looking today?
Yeah, the wind is the big story, guys. A lot of wind in the forecast today, so our kiddos want to prepare for that. Looking outside, our OCCC cam looks quiet this morning. No fog to speak of. We are looking at a windy forecast and a sunny forecast today. Temperature starting a bit cooler this morning than yesterday. 52 here out the door this morning. We'll rebound back up in the 60s here later today. We'll get up in the mid-60s, lots of sun. If you didn't have the wind, it'd feel pretty nice here today, but there will be a lot of wind in the forecast here coming up for today. And with the wind being up, the cooler air being in play, and also the drier air in place, fire danger is going to be a story today. And this will be probably an issue for Oklahoma, especially the western sides, into tomorrow, into Friday, Saturday, even Sunday. So fire danger is a concern due to that drier air, gusty winds, and that drought also being a play as well. So we had a cold front blowing overnight. We had some wind around yesterday. They did max out about 25 during the day. But look at the winds overnight when that front came through. When that front blew through, pow, they got all the way up in the 50s yesterday evening. You may have noticed that, may have heard some rustling outside. And those winds actually were strong enough on the western and southwest side. These were severe type wind gusts across the western and southwest sides of the state. We had gusts 50 to as high as 74 miles per hour. That 74 mile per hour wind gust right there down along the Red River, Texas line. That's the town of Tipton. 74 mile per hour gusts, 66 in the Altus area, 65 in Binger, 64 in Minco, and much of West Oklahoma, 40, 50, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So we'll clean up here starting out this morning, trying to pick those trash cans back up. And those winds were so strong, we actually had some power outages and power disruptions overnight. Still, some of those outages are going on here in and around the metro, Southwest Oklahoma, and also some new outages going on in eastern and southeast Oklahoma. Hopefully those will be back up here in the near future. 51 northeast winds at 14 miles per hour. So winds are down a little bit now, but they're going to pick back up. Throwing on the humidity and the wind gusts. Going to show you a lot of data here, but you can see the green changing to brown. That's that drier air coming in. Relative humidities by lunchtime dropping down to the 20% and teen range. There may even be some single-digit type relative humidities in the far western side, since winds are going to be gusting today 25, 30, 35 miles per hour, and there'll be a few gusts in the west that'll get up in the 40 mile per hour range, maybe close to 50. So lots of wind with that low humidity. That's why we have that fire danger shooting up through the roof today. Lots of sunshine today, starting cool but a pleasant afternoon. Some 60s on the way. North to northwest winds. They'll be gusty through the day today. Showed you all that sunshine. Let's talk about the sunrise and sunset. This is where we stand today, 7:10 and 7:56 on the sunrise and sunset by May 1st, 6:38 and 8:16. And by June 1st, over 14 hours of daylight, 6:16 and 8:40. We're headed towards summertime. Here's your morning temps ranging 40s and 50s across Oklahoma. The winds strongest now in southern and southeast Oklahoma. They've relaxed a little bit in the northern part of the state. But when that sun comes up, that's going to allow the heating to happen, mixing happens. There's really strong winds above us. That comes down to the surface. That's why our winds are going to shoot back up here when that sun comes back up over the horizon. It's all part of this big upper level low. It's producing snow up over the Great Lakes region, upper Midwest. It's a cold system, big, powerful system, kind of dropping anchor in the east Thursday into Friday. That means lots of wind for us. As we go into Saturday, winds will come down some, and then we'll focus on the next storm as it tracks into the west. This will move into the west and start to bring that severe threat back to Oklahoma for Monday into Tuesday and even into Wednesday for a while. Those storms will be possible early, then shift over into eastern Oklahoma during the day on Wednesdays. We monitor that threat coming up. Looks good through the rest of the week into the weekend, but that threat does go up by early parts of next week, so we're monitoring that closely. 60s for highs coming up for today, so it looks pretty good. We'll cool it off a little bit more coming up for your Thursday and Friday before shooting it back up. Warmest pattern setting up from Saturday, Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. We'll track those storms by early next week.